It went off of the Golden player, indeed it did. Throwing for Steamboat here. And it looks as though Kosik's just going to toss this one off and give it to Barry for the toss himself. 27-27 left and ticking down. Now Castor's going to try and chase down a loose ball. Kick to the back, though, and Scholl has to settle. Can't pick this ball up, and he kicks it upfield himself with a good little leg. And it'll be worked to the outside. And once more, chasing it down is Garfius. And Garfius switches the pitch, got into the middle of the field here. Taken and controlled by Golden, worked to the near side, and we do have a fixed link, so you should be able to listen and watch. I heard that the old one was sending you to Battle Mountain, which was a pretty dang good game. Worked upfield again by Steamboat. Lopez, though, not able to quite chase that one down on the far side of the field, and so it'll be a throw-in now for Golden. This is just inside the Steamboat half. We'll have a quick change as some fresh legs coming off the bench for Golden. And it looks as though that is
19.
Trezando.
Probably somebody with some wheels.
It looks as though Alejo Quezada's just about set to check in as well when that is deemed acceptable for Steamboat. Now man gets bumped from behind. That was Bowman, and he's been causing those all evening long. So a free kick coming up for Steamboat.
Definitely got some tall defenders back there. A couple of their main defenders in the middle. Big, tall guys. We may have a hard time getting any headers in today off of the corner kicks. Let's see where Will can put this for our... We've got the wind with us. At least we did earlier in the game. He should be able to put this somewhere we can do something with it.
And he sends it up high on goal.
Wow! Will scores! That is awesome! That is just like... kind of reminiscent of his brother's goal against Centaurus last year.
It sure is.
Deep.
Will Burskin from his own half. You just said it. The wind's kind of funky, and it's moving the ball, especially when it gets up there.
Can you imagine if we got that penalty kick? I mean, this is great.
1-0. Your Steamboat Sailors trying to pump up the faithful who have come down. And what a goal. It's 1-0. Steamboat on top here. Will Burskins must have been taking lessons from Charlie.
You know, I think there's a lot of soccer left to play against a team that's ranked really well. What are they? They're 12 in the state. So obviously a lot of soccer here to go, but wow, what a start for us to get on the board with a long set piece like that. The guy that knocked Murphy over might be regretting that he did that.
Now Burskins taken down, and the man knew it.
Oh, that's a little bit of maybe a little giving him something back for scoring that goal.
Wasn't happy, but Burskins, will he go for it again? This time he's a little further.
I don't think these guys know that they can't really intimidate our team. Our team's pretty physical and maybe a little overly so a few times during the season, but certainly they're not going to be intimidated by being pushed around.
Burskins was going for it again. He wanted another one.
Right, if he was on frame, he had a chance of bouncing that over his head. Pretty impressive, though. It's helping to have this wind at his back.
Absolutely. Do you want to thank Steamboat Dental Center, dentistry designed for you? Visit Dr. Whitty and the team, or check them out online at steamboatdentalcenter.com. Mountain View Car Wash is helping the Sailors clean the competition between Town and McDonald's on Highway 40 and Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515. Quezada has checked into this game. A shot there from Eagle, blocked by Burskins, who dove for that effort.
Great defense by Will.
And now it's going to be taken here by Steamboat. Nice job, and the ball worked upfield, though. The collision sends Kosick down, and Reelan slow to get up. Now it's Connell. He's playing attack as Quezada's checked into that midfield slot. 24:06 to go in this first half of play. 1-0. Your Steamboat Sailors are on top. Throwing coming up for the Sailors in the offensive half of play. Castor couldn't quite come up with it. There's Omi in the middle of the pitch, and he had a chance at it. Ball comes free, though. Demon's trying to attack. Intercepted by Steamboat. Taken to the outside, and Jake Berry chases it down. He's going to work this one upfield. Just a little too far for Quezada. Comes right back to Berry off of a Golden player. Tries to get around a defender. Worked right back the other way, and there's Brown. He's going to have to check up on his man. That's Garfius, but eventually cleared. Nice job.
Great defense, the way when one person makes a mistake or gets beat, another one slips down behind to support. So that's when we play well on defense when we're doing that.
It's worked up once again, this near side. Into the middle of the pitch now. They try to attack. from this near half, I can say. Service now switches the pitch to that far side. He's got an open man, intercepted and taken away. Like great tackle from Will Burskins. He's having a heck of a first half here. Just about 17 minutes gone in this first half.
That was Gabe Davis that took that.
Was it?
Yeah, it looks like they did move Jake Berry over to defend on the side with Garfius, and Gabe can be moved over to the other side.
Well, I stand corrected. Gabe Davis, who's having a great half too. Throwing's going to come from that far sideline. Not before we get more substitutions for Golden. And the Demons put some fresh troops out there. Toss comes. It's a long one. Battled for off of a Steamboat head and out of play. 22.5 to go here. In half number 1, 1-0 score. Your Sailors are on top, and they are left to right on the radio dial here on KTYV 99 Sports on FM. Do you want to thank Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more, offering customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, quality products. Long ball headed in towards the goal frame, blocked out by Burskins. Great job there as he just clearly outsized his man. It looked as though that was Ian Persky who was in there. Another long ball attempt, and these are going to be dangerous. Golden's got some chances. Put some laces under that ball and sending it towards Route 64.
64th Avenue.
64th Ave.
On the way to Wadsworth.
Indeed. With the wind, it might get there. Here's Cruz Erickson now. He's going to take this from the far side of his 6 on a goal kick. He surveys his options, decides on it, and keeps it low. That is blocked down by a Golden player, but Burskins is there. Sends it D to D, finding Brown, and Sam Brown cuts it upfield, nicely getting away from a player and opening up some space and time for himself. Omi's pass intercepted, though, and a big lofty left-footed kick. It'll get it over to the far sideline where Lopez tries to control for Steamboat. Lopez dispossessed. It goes off of a player from Golden, and so another throw-in for Steamboat here as we tick down to about the midway point of this first half of play. 1-0 off of Will Burskins' goal.
They're using these throw-ins to make runs. This is great.
Here's another chance. Man taken down there.
He was tripped there. No call.
No call on that. Kosick a little worse for wear. And now a Steamboat boy takes a Golden Demon down of his own. As Kosick's a little shaken up still, trying to trot back to get on the defensive side of this ball.
Probably tough for a ref to call 2 PKs in the first 30 minutes of a game, but I think that was another one that probably deserved it.
Now it's going to be a free kick here for Golden. Long, lofty ball, and you can see it hung up there, and then it just stopped moving forward. Again, it's that wind worked by Steamboat. They're going to try to attack. This is Alejo Quezada. He goes challenging the ball, and Gabe Davis gets taken down eventually. Ball taken by Golden. Demons working it up the right wing. They're coming in from the far side, trying to serve one in low, and that's kicked out by Castor. Support from Omi, worked up to Lopez, and Lopez on the far side of the pitch gets away from one man, and a second as well. Good possession here from Daniel Lopez, and eventually he just passes back to Sam Brown. Brown fakes this one, looks upfield. He's got his man. It's Connell. Connell to Castor on a one-touch play. Into the big circle. Castor challenged there and eventually loses it to Golden, and they're right back the other way. Again, Steamboat is left to right if you're just joining us here on KTYV 99 Sports on FM. Out is Cruz Erickson, scoops up the loose ball as he had a man barreling down on him. Punts one away. Looking for Mr. Connell. Quinn Connell heads this one forward beautifully, and it's a good defensive play from the Demons, but Connell again challenging. He's relentless, gets away from a defensive player and gives it to Castor. Tried to find Quezada, but they just come together, and eventually it'll be taken by Burskins and ripped into the stands. And that also is headed towards Wads. But
Quinn is showing some great athleticism, really good quickness, doing those shoulder shakes and whatnot, but throwing those guys off, keeping possession. That was a great possession.
Toss coming in from Golden now from the far sideline.
Yeah, I agree with Casey about I was being, fairly careful with my wording about calling the PK, but Nick was taken down from behind and having his legs swept out from behind him, so.
A foul's a foul.
Foul's a foul.
Now there's Kosick, and he slides toward that ball. Eventually kicked off of his shin guards, out of play far sideline. Deep here in Golden territory, they're going to have to take this throw, and Steamboat's able to at least get a couple folks upfield to maybe challenge somewhat. 18.5 to go here in the first half of play. 1-0 score off of Will Burskins' goal. Your Sailors are on top.
Well, looks like Steamboat sticking with their game plan pretty well. They're staying really well connected and had some great possession in this game. And they're not just kicking the ball up to each other. They're trying to work the ball upfield with each other and keep possession. They're doing a very good job.
A few possessions here, though, that have been one-touch plays that have sent the ball out across the far sideline. And it will be a throw-in for Golden.
I have to say, for fans in Steamboat that come out for a playoff game when we get one, we should all feel pretty proud about our crowds. I think our crowds for a home playoff game are about twice the size of what I'm seeing down here tonight.
And I mean, we've got a pretty good stadium here. It's not too shabby. Easy access. You don't have to worry about going upstairs if you're entering the press box. It's a nice little ramp.
Yeah.
That always helps me out. Keelan's laughing at me. Great. Worked upfield now by Steamboat once more. Sailors tried to attack, but the Demons take over. They fire it back to the Steamboat half. Taken again by Omi this time, and he sends one up, and it'll dribble all the way into the 18 on goal, and Scholl will have it there. Just throws one. Maybe trying out for the Broncos later on in the week. Now it's the Demons working it up near sideline. There's Garfius again. He gets one touch on the ball and just turns the Jets on. There's Brown, though. Beautiful slide. Great defensive play. And then Brown's knocked off the ball with an extended arm. Foul and a free kick. Sam Brown. Once again, he's one of those guys that can match up with Garfius in terms of speed.
Retaliation by number 4. Mad that Sam had a really good slide tackle, which was legal, and then, of course, the retaliation was not.
Looks as though Bowman's set to return to this game after taking a brief hiatus. And Kosick battles for this 50-50 ball. Now Castor's in there as well. A number of red jerseys, and eventually Steamboat comes up with it. Work to the back line. There's Brown. He chips one through, but it's going to go all the way to the 18, and Scholl will pick this one up for Golden before punting it away, but right towards Connell. Went off the big toe, and it'll go out of bounds. And that did hit off Connell, indeed, and so throw in for the Demons. 16-14 to go and ticking down in first half play. 1-0 the score, and it's going to be taken by the Demons. Great defensive play. I think that was Davis again on the far side. And you can see he kind of got fired up. He moved over to that left wing, but he got fired up initially with that Garfius challenge, trying to pick up one of the speedsters here for Golden on the outside.
Yeah, he is fast.
Bowman's going to be checking in here for Steamboat. And it looks as though it'll be that man right there, Gabe Davis, who will take a little breather of his own.
So we've moved someone back to left D to take over for Davis. Who was that?
I believe that was Omi.
Omi moved over to the left.
I think so.
Back, yeah.
No, Omi's still in the middle. Castor?
Castor is over
Castor.
on the back, yeah.
We might just have to throw the third headset on you there so we can get the insight here.
He's got young eyes. You can see all the way across. 75 yards away.
We all know I just make things up. 15-12 to go in the first half of play. 1-0 score. Steamboat on top. Or are they? We don't know. Are we even at NAAC? It's going to be a throw from the far side now for the Golden Demons. Long ball again. They do not shirk away from taking that long ball wherever they are on the field. Trying to really change the pitch.
It's a heck of a weapon to be able to throw it way down like that. It's almost like a set piece every time they get a throw in. Yet to help them in this game.
Now work to the far side, though. Service is in. Gets through one defender's legs, and Burskins got beat there. Now a loose ball. Touched out of the 18. Followed up, and a Sailor goes down. That's Alejo Quezada. He just backtracks away from the ball. Worked upfield to Lopez. He gets it tackled away from him, though it is off of Lopez's back foot, the heel, I should say, and out of play. So a throw in now from the far side of the pitch in the offensive half. And again, here's the long ball that we've got to be weary of. Tossed into the 18. Man gets knocked down. Ooh, that was dangerously close to also being another PK here. It's going to be worked upfield, though, by Golden, who had to retrieve back in their own half of play. Upfield once more. Omi got a touch on it, but it's worked up by the Demons. Challenged for it by Burskins. He follows up again, gets another header on it, but it's taken by this Golden squad. Shot comes in and relatively
Number 4, he was the one that just did the, what was it, 9? I guess Keelan will have to tell us.
Is that 4 or 9?
4. Okay. She says it's 9.
We'll believe her. It's going to be Alejo Quezada. his attempt at possession, not going to go. Has help though from Omi, touches it to the mid circle, taken by Golden. They try to attack up the near side now. And a long service, intercepted by Castor. Good little header on that one, and it's worked in again. This is Kosick with a long ball, and Lopez. We'll see if he turns the Jets on here. He's not going to be able to chase it down. It's across the sideline.
Still, it's good to get that ball in their zone deep, much like dumping it into the corner in the hockey speak, right?
I just
dump it in.
That's why I like doing games with you. You speak my language, you know. You make it easier so I actually understand what's going on out there.
I read a book last week called Love Language, and I think that's where I'm trying to speak your love language.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate
hockey.
it. Worked in the middle of the field off the ensuing throw-in from Golden. Again, at the midfield line, Kevin Castor has it. His ball is over the head of Lopez. Back the other way for the Demons. Official says that stayed in play. Here is Castor now. He gets taken down from behind. Foul. And no, that's out of bounds. Sorry. So it'll be a throw again for Golden. They're going to try and capitalize on a quick play, but that restart turns into a change of possession, and Steamboat again challenging for this one, but it'll be Golden who ends up with it. Omi bumped his man from behind. They'll play a little bit of advantage here. And now another man goes down. That was Quinn Connell who was in on that foul, free kick, and that'll result in a free kick for the Demons.
He is very good and very astute on how to get calls. He's the one that retaliated on the last call down here and got a call against him. He's also an expert flopper.
That's Caliori.
Yeah, Caliori has gone to school on Premier League and some of that European soccer and how to roll around and fake it till you get the call.
Now it's taken by Kosick. Nice job there. Garfius matches him stride for stride, but Kosick did get it away for a moment, taken right back by Golden, and they'll just chip it up to the far side of the pitch. Good little shoulder-to-shoulder play, and I think that's Burskins on the far sideline, getting it upfield a little bit. Lopez coming in as support. And eventually he's just worked back towards his own half once more, and they say it went off of Lopez last. I thought that may have hit the defender for Golden.
Yeah, hard to tell from back here.
Keelan?
But I think the Golden player hit his butt first on the ground. We know that.
11:06 to go in the first half of play. 1-0 score. Your Sailors are on top, left to right on the radio dial. Here on KTYV 99 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. A chance inside the 18. Man just pushes it out now. Service. That one just was an errant ball, and it came all the way back to the midfield line. Bowman trying to turn the corner, and he gets
finally put to the ground. That's a foul.
And a throw-in for Steamboat. They're just going to say good shoulder-to-shoulder play. Barry's going to work upfield on this.
Except for the hand on his back forcing him to the ground, I'd say I'd agree with you other than that.
Well, I'm just saying that the official said that, not me.
Murphy had him speed-wise, but he had a little hold on him at first to slow him down. That's usually not caught by the ref very often. It's a tough call, although supposedly against the rules.
And now here is Quezada. He's bumped off the ball as the physicality of the game starting to step up a little bit. Bowman's in there as well. Comes free, and Jake Berry on his own half will take this one, firing it over to Omi. Jason Omi has to chase down a loose ball. He kind of got away from him there after his first touch, and it'll be taken by Golden, worked upfield here by Trezandel. And Trezandel is just going to try and escape pressure, open up a shot, and this is a dangerous ball to the near side. That was a service, not a shot. From, again, the angle that we were at, it looked like it may be going on goal, but instead now it's Dolan. He tries to get by Barry, gets taken down. That's going to be cause for a foul and a free kick. That's in a dangerous spot.
Absolutely is. Actually, it was number 4 here that was the retaliator, but he ended up, I think that was legitimately a foul on Jake. He didn't make any contact with the ball whatsoever.
Under 10 minutes to go, and we've got a 2-man wall in front of this shot. Looks like it's going to be Nate Thompson to take that shot on the free kick here. Erickson's on the far side of the goal.
Think he's going on frame, or is he going to go over?
He's going on frame. 3-man wall now. Well, now that I said that with such surety, it's probably a service. And indeed it is. I guess I was just thinking of what I would have done in that position. Clearly gone top shedder. 8:48 to go, and it's 1-0. Sailors are all calling for that ball, but They say went off a Steamboat player last. Throwing now for Golden, far side of the field, still deep in Steamboat territory. I mean, I'd rather that service go by the wayside. Kind of was to nobody. The throw, though, that one is dangerous. And eventually, whistle blows. What do we got on that? That can't be an offsides.
Looks like it must be. It's not a goal kick.
But it can't be offsides.
Can't be offsides on a throw. It may have been after it landed.
The next touch. Makes sense. We'll go with that. 8:12 left, or maybe the header. Maybe there was a header in there.
Well, it's good.
Long ball attempt. Big save from Erickson. Ball's free. And it's kicked out. What hustle from Jake Berry helping out Cruz Erickson. An initial stop as he dove left to right, but the ball did come free.
The defense was sparse on that play, did not get back. We're hanging around the 30-yard line and didn't get enough guys back on that.
Jake Berry, though, finally hustles it down. Corner kick coming up from the near side of the pitch. Again, your Sailors left to right on the radio dial. And the service is a big one. And a header, and that goes over the goal frame.
Wow.
The Golden faithful thought they had just...
I really thought that was in.
Yeah.
If that settled in the back of the net, it wouldn't surprise me at all. And that just goes to show how the depth perception's going now. Keelan probably thought that was over the whole way. They've got some guys that could play linebacker on their football team. It looks like they prioritize bench pressing on this team a little bit.
Well, yeah. Here comes Cole. He's getting his first taste of action.
All right. I'm sure that'll make him happy.
7:08 left and ticking down in half number one. This is going to be a Cruz Erickson goal kick, 1-0. Sailors are on top here. Want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, Yantha Valley Bank, and Alpine Lumber, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics. It's going to be taken back by Golden. The Demons working it up, and that was Garfius. He's just going to duck away from pressure, though. But he's swung outside once more. Dolan's there. Barry is going to get beat on the outside. Dolan towards the end line, and he just outruns himself.
Dolan just had too many touches. He got kind of caught up and bounced off his own shin.
I hate it when that happens. 6.5 to go. First half of play.
That was a good play. I think that was predicated on Jake's good defense that was forcing him to try to run quickly with the ball to get away from him. Didn't know what was tickling me there.
Cruz Erickson going to kick this one away. 6:15 to go. It comes right back to him, and a sky ball into the hands there of Erickson, and he'll just trot to the top of the 18 with 6:05 left. Bounces the ball a couple times on this nice, immaculate grass, and kicks one away that goes all the way across the end line. But like you said, this is the first time that we've been looking right for a little bit. Golden's kind of been applying the pressure. They're not getting a ton of chances. They're only getting it so far as maybe the 18, but a lot of ball that's been played to our left, which of course your Sailors are left to right, so you want it on the other side of the field.
Players are playing well. They're playing good defense. They're definitely using their athleticism. And then in the midfield, they've had pretty good possession so far, but you can tell Golden's a good team. They've got a lot of big players that have good touch, and like I said, there's a lot of soccer left and a lot of chances left for Golden, so hopefully Cruz is up to the task.
Just over 5 left in this half. 1-0 score, Steamboat on the lead, in the lead. It's going to be taken by Garfius, tries to get free. Kicked away from him by Brown. And in hockey, that would have been a souvenir. But in soccer, it's just another throw-in near sideline. Dolan to take this. Another substitution made before we get the throw, as it looks as though Garfius is off, and I think that really Steamboat has to recognize that and maybe try and capitalize, because that's some speed, top-end speed that's really just vacated the field here. It's going to be worked to the near sideline, worked up that line by Beeman. Beeman dispossessed, and Steamboat takes it the other way. Nice one-touch from Kosick. He gets Bowman. Bowman turns it up near sideline, and the man's chasing down. He cuts back on the ball, sends it into Kosick. Kosick on the one-touch, gets free. He tried to shoot, blocked off. Now Barry has it, and Jake Barry touches it up the near line, and Kosick's there. Heel pass, couldn't quite connect as he was looking at Connor.
Great-looking play, right idea. A little bit Harlem Globetrotters, but I like it.
Now, great job from Barry, and it's kicked out by Golden. Great job from Jake Barry. He chased it down just at the sideline, didn't completely cross, and now
Kevin Castor was open in the middle, had a great run, just didn't see it by Jake.
And a corner kick given here to Steamboat.
First, or is
this is our first corner of the evening, and it looks as though it's...
Here comes Will Burskins swimming up there like a shark to circle around the box and see if he can put put his helmet on that.
Bowman serves it in, bounces around, right back out.
A missed kick.
Bowman's there. Oh, off the outside of the post.
Yeah, so the defender tried it, went off the outside of his foot and went lamely towards Murphy to give him that second chance.
And now Brian Arias getting set to check in when the time is allotted for that. 3:20 left and ticking down in this first half of play. Burskin's going to step up on this ball. He's the goal scorer here for your Steamboat Sailors. Off of a free kick, he was on his own half of the midfield line. It looks as though there may be a foul and a free kick coming up. I don't know what that foul was for.
Didn't see anything obvious there.
It seemed like it just went header to header.
Yeah.
And it'll be taken now by Golden, and they're just inside the big circle. They're half midfield, though, keeping this ball low to the near side. Dolan recovers, but it's taken by Steamboat and cleared upfield. Worked right back the other way by the Demons. Kosick in there, challenging immediately for the Steamboat Sailors. And eventually the ball taken here by Golden, and a good little run from the Demons. But
good defense there on the outside. Here comes Nick getting the ball to Murphy. Now we've got numbers. Well, we're 2 versus 5. Golden's playing pretty good defense here. But we've got an opportunity here with people coming up.
Kosick tried to serve it into the middle of the field. Now it's Castor. Makes a nice little play on it.
Oh, nice try.
He tried to return the favor to Kosick, eventually cleared to the far side of the field, and there'll be a Steamboat throw-in in the offensive half with just a pair of minutes left. Arias will check in as Kosick will check out.
Just when you thought we didn't have numbers up there, 2 on 5, all of a sudden a bunch of red shirts joined in before the cross. We just weren't able to get it over there, but love the way we're playing.
Another deja vu play here coming up. No, they say it went off of Steamboat last. So throw in now for Golden.
Here we are within 2 minutes. You know, in Glenwood, this means there's 7 minutes left or until they score, until the home team scores. But here, they're going to let the clock run.
I like to see that. 90 seconds left in the first half. 1-0 score, Steamboat on top, and it's Golden with the ball, trying to find some late-stage heroics. Good little heel kick there from Dolan, keeping it in.
Here we go, Murphy's got an opportunity.
Bowman's going to try and turn the Jets on. He's one-on-one, fakes it, now tries to open up a shooting lane or something, waits for help. Here's a chance, a shot!
Oh, big stop by
Quinn. What a shot from Quinn Connell.
Great feed by Murphy, too, and waiting for him to come onto it.
Great save from Schul. He just elevates enough left to right to punch that over the goal frame. And now we've got another corner kick, a couple in the late minutes of this.
That was like a stop and pop on the three-point line. A nice feed there from
that was the 1T, the one-timer.
Yeah, exactly.
Service from the far side again. Your Sailors are left to right. From the far side of the pitch it comes, and that is going to just catch some wind and stay high and eventually go and turn into a goal kick.
Nice to see them with some good, strong momentum before the end of the half, too. It's not like they're just beating the opportunities away from Golden. They're actually trying to make more of their own. They're staying aggressive and really possessing and having more opportunities as we speak. There's time for another shot here.
25 seconds on the clock. Barry's trying to open up a lane.
So be careful here.
So he gets dispossessed. Now great chance and a great tackle from Jason Omi. 15 seconds on the clock, and it looks as though it went off of a Golden player. Now 10 seconds. Here's Connell. And I think this will just run us right down. Indeed it will. 5 on the clock. It's a deep throw for Golden, but that'll all turn into naught. And we've got the horn.
There we go. What a great half for Steamboat. Could have been 2-0 with a PK. Instead, it's 1-0 with an amazing shot, actually, from Will Burskins. Reminiscent of Big Brother Charlie's big goal.
Could have been 1-1. But Cruz Erickson comes up big a couple times.
That's true.
So we are 40 minutes through this first half. Well, this
glass is half full for me, but
yeah, I got you. I got you. This is the first round of the playoffs from NAAC. Make sure you stay tuned because we've got the second half coming up. For Chris Puckett, I'm Vlad and Chase. Back with more on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com.
Nice job. Nice job.
Thank you. Heard and watched on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com.
Let's go, sailors. Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank, and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall's upon us this time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor soccer squad. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, slide tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Oliver Caparelli, and I'm a sophomore at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is 22. I play right back. I've been playing since I was about 5. I also like to ski and sometimes play lacrosse. I like to go to college somewhere in California. I'd like to play soccer in college. I see myself in 10 years being an architect. Outside of school, I'm also involved in skiing, and that's pretty much it. My favorite subject in school is science. Favorite movie is probably Breakfast Club. Last summer, I went to San Diego with my team and played a bunch of soccer. My goals for the season are to make it to the playoffs. My goals for life are to become an architect and enjoy life. What I will remember most about being a sailor is bus rides and just being with the team. I'm Oliver Caparelli. I'm a sophomore at Steamboat Springs High School, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASC certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Quinn Connell, and I'm a junior. My number is 10, and I play attacking center mid. I've been playing soccer for 10 years now. I also like basketball and lacrosse. I'd like to go to college at Colorado University or somewhere on the West Coast. I will probably play intramurals in college. In 10 years, I see myself with a steady job and a happy family. Outside of school, I'm also involved in hanging out with my friends, working a little bit, and just having fun. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is The Bodyguard's Hitman because it's an intense movie and it's also really funny. Last summer, I went to San Diego with our team for preseason, hung out on the beach and conditioned. My goals for this season are to beat Battle Mountain and win the FIFA World Cup. My goals for life are to be happy and to win the FIFA World Cup. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the relationships and the bus rides and just having fun with my friends. I'm Quinn Connell, I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
I'm Terry, and this is Phil from Russell's Auto Salon. If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest. Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint. Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515. Russell's Auto Salon. 879-1515. Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Murphy Bowman. I'm a junior. I'm number 12 and 13. I play forward and goalkeeper. I've been playing since I was 3. I also do track and field and free ski. I'd like to go to college somewhere on the West Coast. I would like to play in college. That would be pretty nice. I don't really know where I see myself in 10 years. Hopefully just enjoying life. I just kind of don't really do anything outside of school other than just hang and train for soccer. My favorite subject in school is acting. My favorite movie is The Goonies. My goal for the season is to get a home playoff game. It would also be pretty nice to beat Battle Mountain. I went to California with my soccer team over the summer, and I also worked with Ben James. My goals in life are just to enjoy life, live on the edge. What I'll remember most about being a sailor are the bus rides. I'm Murphy Bowman. I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paints and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the help for all your home needs place. Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. Chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
My name is Brian Arias. I'm a junior in Steamboat Springs High School. I'm number 9. I play as a center back. I've been playing since I was 4. I like to play basketball. I'd like to go to the college in CEU, SCO Buffs. I would like to play college at Mesa or Regis. I see myself in 10 years working for Tesla as an electric engineer. I am also involved in taking care of my family and working at Mountain Resort. My favorite subject in school is math and engineering. My favorite movie is Step Brothers because it's really, really funny. Last summer, I went to San Diego with the team and worked really hard in soccer. Also, I've been working at Mountain Resort. My goals for this season is to win league and have a home playoff game and make it past the first round. And my goals for life is to enjoy it. And what I will remember the most being a sailor is playing for the team. And my name is Brian Arias. I'm a junior at the Steamboat Springs High School, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
This is Skip Yurdo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailor Soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's choice.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paints and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the help for all your home needs place.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYB. Steamboat Springs.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We're once more here from the NAAC. That's the North Area Athletic Complex here in Arvada, actually. So I can't even say Golden, Chris. I can't even say Golden. I'm Vlad and Chase. Along for the ride here is Mr. Chris Puckett as well. Up in the press box, we've got Cooper and some oxygen. And we're just about set for the second half of play. It's 1-0. It was a Will Burskins goal. We had to get our FaceTime in there. We missed our FaceTime. That was it. That was it.
I actually heard Dude and Dan's was having a hard time streaming the first half. So
it should be better now because we did have some link issues, but we did correct that.
Wow. Because I know people want to hear us and they want to like us on Facebook and
mostly you.
Pretend to like you face to face.
That's the great act. The great act. We've got the Steamboat Sailors up 1-0. A bunch of are they trying to make fun of us?
That is what they're doing. That's what they do. They make fun of people when they come to play. But I guess when they play the Wheat Ridge Farmers, they dress like farmers here in this field, and they're dressed with goggles to make fun of skiers. But we're the Sailors.
Are they making fun of the Aspen team that's not here?
The Aspen skiers. We're the Sailors. Where's their love boat stuff?
That would have been pretty funny to see. Your Sailors are in red, white numbers, white trim, and they are right to left on the radio dial here in a second 40. From Knock, and it's going to be a possession for Golden, at least in the first little bit. I'm going to have to turn this light back off. I thought that would help me out, but the glare is just killing me, and I think I'm going to do better seeing numbers with it off.
Yeah, it's fine. I kind of feel like it's nice, and maybe it sets the mood for us.
It's a little ambient lighting. Here's a chance, and Golden, oh, what a dispossessed play. Great job from Burskins, who was the last defender back, apart from Erickson. Worked up the near side by Steamboat. A good attack from Golden. And right now, these are two teams who don't play each other frequently, so really the first half, you take what you get, but it's the second half when you can start making adjustments to the other team that you have to be wary of.
It looks like they had a good stern talking to and came out aggressive. But once again, we've got some high-quality defenders back there. We've got the good quality players all over the field, but they had a good early shot there, and I am surprised that didn't get a better shot or a more difficult shot off there.
It'll be a throw-in deep here in Steamboat territory. Taken towards the line. Services up over the head and cleared out, at least initially. And what a play. I believe that was Barry. Holy cow, Jake Barry with a very big header. Now he goes shoulder to shoulder, and eventually it'll turn into a corner kick, but
probably a better opportunity. Two really good opportunities to start. It's a little scary here. We got to get organized, get this ball out of our zone.
Another corner off of
Quinn got that.
Initial one. Connell just sent it up towards my car. What's going on with that? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Deja vu play here from the near side corner. Again, your Sailors right to left on the radio dial on KTYV 99. Also, you can watch this one on the World Web. Header, big stop, and that was a defensive player for the Sailors. Man goes down from Golden.
There's a flop, but he's not getting the call.
In another corner.
A good stop by
is that Burskins again? I think that might have been Burskins who got the body in the way, put the hands behind his back so he didn't get the handball. But Erickson was just out of position enough. So, again, there's that swarming defense we've talked about, and that's when we're playing our best. It's another service near side of Cruz Erickson, able to gobble that one up. You can see, man, they are pushing guys forward for those plays, though.
And we need to get this out of our zone and spend some time in theirs.
50-50 ball from Erickson's foot. Turns into a possession for Golden once again up the left wing. Speed here, but men are back for Steamboat. Service comes, it stays low, cleared out by the Sailors. And once more the Demons have to just backtrack, but again an errant feed turns into a Sailors possession. Your Steamboat squad finds Lopez. Lopez got knocked there, but found his mark on the pass. Now an intercept from the Kevin Castor feed. And then it goes all the way and a roll across the line.
In its entirety.
In its totality.
In its totality.
Yeah.
Not in its entirety.
37.
The sound is fun to say as when I hear it from you.
You know, I just heard about the eclipse and I thought I'm going to use that verbiage. Why not? Have a little fun with it. It'll be... Were you able to watch that?
I saw it get darker from my office window, but I was so scared to look at it, I didn't try.
It dropped about 10 degrees. I was out on Gardner Field getting some spotlights from these boys. It was crazy. A long chip through from your Sailors is going to go all the way into the 18.
Risky.
Gobbled up and turned into a throw. That was very nearly a free kick for Steamboat. Now it'll be a throw-in deep here in the offensive half. And this is what's really going to determine this one, Chris, and that is, will we keep the pressure on? It doesn't need to be, obviously, 100%, but when we've found success, we've continued to attack.
Here it is.
And they slide. Ball comes free, worked across the end line, and eventually turns into a corner kick.
Here we go with our first corner kick of the half. Nice to be putting some pressure on their goalie now.
Murphy Bowman will take this corner. 35:54 left and ticking down. And this wind, I guess you were right, it's kind of northwest to southeast.
He could start this over the goal and have it slice away from the goalie into our forwards oncoming heads.
He's going to get it. Oh, he tried to. He tried listening to you, but a little bit too strong and too many laces on the outside of his foot that got
just
there.
Had a low tiger stinger into the side of the net.
35-30 left in the game. Schul kicks this one up, gets some assistance there from that wind we've talked about all night long. And you said it got even worse when you were out there at halftime. It's going to be taken by Golden. They try and work it up to the middle of the field. Taken by the Demons. They're looking to attack. Great defensive play there from Castor. Had help as well from Connell. Works the back line. There's Omi. He settles with the right leg. Chips up near sideline. Looking for Daniel Lopez. Eventually got that one. Lopez then taken down.
Too bad.
And that was just...
That was totally on purpose for 19. That was in retaliation just because the other guy fell down. It wasn't a foul on Daniel. But the other guy fell down, and he took Daniel Lopez out with no consequences for Golden.
In all, it turns into a free kick off the ensuing play that happened after Lopez was sitting on his behind, and it's a free kick for Golden here. Dangerous territory. They're going to serve one in, and back post play, and it'll be over the goal harmlessly and turn into a goal kick for Cruz Erickson.
Took their tallest player, who's a defender normally, back in there, and he almost got his head on, ended up in the goal. This is going to be what's tough with the kind of the long kicks. They're expecting the ball to come to them, but the wind is holding it up, so they're going to have to run back to the ball sometimes when the defense is trying to feed it up to them.
Looks like Nick Kosick is just about set to check back into this game. We're about 6 minutes deep in half number 2. 1-0 the score on a Will Burskins goal from earlier in half 1. And we worked up field and taken there's Arias fighting for it. Came free and worked up the pitch again. Intercepted, though, and that went right to a Golden player. And they'll just work it to the outside. That was Persky with the pass to that left outside back. Long ball attempt hit off of Connell. And Quinn Connell has to settle. Volleys this one out of the air with the left leg. Got it upfield, but Bowman just watches on. Now he's going to challenge a little bit, but Schul is able to clear that one up across the midfield line. Now a foot race. There's Alejo Quezada. Man goes down. Thought it was handball. Now Quezada again worked upfield looking for Lopez. It gets away from him, though, and up comes Gomez. Gomez with a feed up the field, and it's a long ball through attempt, and a shot goes just wide. Now the Golden player down and rolling around.
I think that's their pro flopper that's doing his best to get a call.
Looks as though he may have gotten hit where no man wants to get hit. And
that'll make any man flop.
That indeed will. Yes. We're going to call for a substitution, but not before we get a stoppage of the clock.
His teammate rubbing his lower back now, trying to make the pain go away. I think sometimes it's good just to have some focus somewhere else. Get you thinking about something else.
Do you want to thank UC Health and Yampa Valley Medical Center, helping you get back to full strength and you're feeling short-handed. Also, Chris Puckett, my man to my left here. He's at the downtown Edward Jones office. Call Chris, 879-1851 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones is making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. If you have friends coming to town, give them a call at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. Of course, Doc's Auto Clinic, Yampa Valley Bank, and Alpine Lumber, all proud supporters as well of Steamboat Sailors Athletics. Worked upfield on the ensuing goal kick. It's going to be Murphy Bowman who settles, gives it back to Omi with the left leg. He goes up across the midfield line, taken by Golden. They're right back across that midfield line, stumbling over the ball, and he played it when he was down.
Yep.
And so now we'll have.
Looks like the clock was stopped for a while, and they finally started. They probably didn't let about a minute off the clock, But some Steamboat fans were keen to that, on it. And we've noted that the Golden Faithful here are all wearing goggles, supposedly mocking the fact that we're skiers from Steamboat. Although we are typically referred to as the sailors in high school sports. But no one chose to get a captain's hat.
It's sad. Would have liked to see some pirate eyes, perhaps. some patches. 32-21 left. Throwing coming far side of the pitch for your Steamboat Sailors. They're in the offensive half with this toss. It finds Kosick. Kosick, nice move there. Gets around, services in, and it'll be heeled away. Headed right back in by a Steamboat player. Comes free and swung at there by Quezada, but that'll go out of bounds. Cole. That was Cole. Nice play from Cole.
Sometimes these guys are on the far side of the field. We can't tell who did it.
I thought Cooper, that's why we brought him up here. The young eyes. We need some assistance here, Coop. Come on. It's going to be a possession for Golden. They try and switch the field. Jake Berry, nice job on the timing there of that play. And it comes to Burskins. He gets a header upfield. Taken back by the Demons. They try to attack up the far side of the field again. Steamboat Sailors are right to left on 98.9 KTYV.
Player slipped, headed out by Omi. Omi's playing some great defense tonight. For all you people watching in California, Washington, D.C., and other places where Omis live, Jason's doing a good job tonight.
They're everywhere. Here's Lopez, keeps it in play, nutmegs a man on his one touch, but eventually it'll be backtracked by Gomez, who gets back there. He's one of the captains here, and Jake Berry tried to turn that into something. Caster's there as well. Berry with another possession near side about the midfield line, marked up on and pushed a little there.
Good job by Quezada to get the ball up, and Murphy hammered.
Smash from behind.
Smash from behind, nothing short of misdemeanor assault, although it's not always called here.
Now it's going to be Golden again trying to attack. They've got a dangerous looking play here, but again Quezada making a good defensive stop. Here the Demons trying to work up near sideline. Eventually it finds the foot of Colin, and Colin will try and send it in. Goes off of Jake Berry out of bounds, and the throw-in coming up deep here in Steamboat territory. Just about half an hour left in this second half of play. 1-0. Steamboat is on top, but right now they've been on their heels for the better part of this first 10 minutes of this half. Long ball attempt going to come from Golden. We'll see if he just misplays it and gives a little turn of possession, but he does not. The toss comes to the back post, and eventually,
Golden's getting some very good opportunities, and we're going to have to mark up really well to do everything we can do to keep them from getting those opportunities.
You can tell that Ben Weir has definitely not been shirking on chest day and arm day.
No, is that number 15 here?
Yeah, I think that's your guy you were talking about earlier, playing on the football team too. Here he is, Weir, with a quick little
Step up.
And he's into the 18. Fires a shot off, blocked by Omi. Now there's Berry. Good little shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Tries to get free. Weir gets in the way. Omi is chasing this down at the sideline, trying to keep it in play as Berry returns to his feet finally. Now Weir fighting, shoots one, and they're going to say it's a corner kick. That did look like it had crossed the near side.
The refs are showing themselves for the true colors this half. I thought they did a pretty good job in the first half, keeping it fair, as Rodney Dangerfield would say. This second half has been a little odd.
We'll have a goal kick now as a long ball sent through what would be the uprights if there were uprights. That's right behind us, though. That's the other part of the complex. 28:39 left and ticking down in the second half of play. First round of the playoffs, and your Sailors are on top 1-0. And it is on a Will Burskins goal. Sent upfield again. Challenged for by Kosick. And eventually Kosick just got ran into there, and that body positioning turns into a throw-in now. But before we have that, we've got Dolan checking on once again, as well as Chris Schewel.
And 15's heading off to do a set of push-ups.
Yeah, I think he's got to get 50 reps in before he can get back out onto the field here. Now it's a throw that turns into a quick ball that's sent into the stratosphere. Returns to earth, and we're back to Knock playing at this one. It's, again, first round of the playoffs. Your Sailors are right to left on the radio dial.
Good defense, forcing the ball back out to the midfield. This looks like it's going to make it out of bounds. Be Sailors' ball.
It's interesting because we see it in Glenwood, but maybe it's just the position in the press box here. But the ball just is slowing down so much with that natural grass out there.
Yeah, and it's also tough because these passes for the Sailors this half are slowing down with the wind. And passes that looked unusually hard or firm in the first half with the wind at the back of the ball are now actually looking like they're slower passes. So they're going to have to come to the ball a little more this half. I'm sure they talked about that. They weren't waiting for me to mention it. Before now,
Quinn Connell's getting a yellow.
I didn't see what that might have been all about. But Ian Dalen's a good physical player. Should be able to make a difference there, or at least hold the line while Quinn goes and thinks about his yellow card. Unfortunately, in the playoffs, I think those are cumulative, those yellow cards, so he's going to have to be careful over in the next game. I think maybe it drops off after the next game, but Casey could weigh in on that, as he usually does.
Going to be a throw-in from the near sideline. Connell's getting the talk from Coach Bowman as to what that call was. Long ball is into the 18, headed out there by Steamboat, and Jake Berry just didn't quite have the wheels to chase it down, so it turns into a corner kick again for Golden. Right now, Chris, this Golden team dangerously attacking quite often.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of shots. We've had a lot less shots, actually spending a lot less time in their zone. I feel a lot more comfortable we're in their zone.
Service to back post, over the goal again. That was another great-looking corner kick. Turns into a goal kick, but still,
it was a great shot off the head, just over the crossbar. You know, I actually think, I really do believe Cruz is going to get most of those, even if they're on frame, but it doesn't take away from what a good shot that was.
Under 27 to go in the game. 1-0, Sailors on top. Here's Erickson, sends it up the far side of the field, and got Dalen Floor involved with his first touch on the ball. Now a high kick from Golden sends it right back to the Steamboat half, and the Demons eventually come free, and here's a little bit of a run. Gomez is stepping up. He slides, gets the ball, hops right back up, and a shot that goes off the outside of the foot turns into another goal kick for Cruz Erickson.
Well, I think, this is what happens when we're looking for goals and we're behind and we just keep shooting. It's going to come at some point. Hopefully we can get this thing out and get in their side.
Another goal here would do wonders. Here's Erickson for us.
Yeah.
Clarify that. Here is Erickson. Sends it upfield over the head of Dalen Floor. Thought that he could judge it, but again, that wind is now that was an over-adjustment for the wind. Off of a Golden player, deep in their own half. It'll be your Steamboat Sailors with a throw-in from the far sideline, right to left on 98.9 Sports on FM. You can watch this one on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com as well. Shout out to those at Dude and Dan's. Hopefully everything's worked out there now, as the link should be up and running and all set to go in gravy. It's going to be challenged for. Here is Kevin Castor. He sends a long ball upfield again. The wind is killing him. It's wild.
They got to know what's going to happen and expect it and be able to anticipate that a little bit.
I had definitely thought initially that wind was more sideways than it was lengthwise, but I was wrong.
Right in the Steamboat Sailors' face for the second half. It definitely is a help to the team that has the wind at their back, just because they don't have to work as hard to get the ball down. But if they can anticipate that and come back to the ball a little bit and not expect it to go so far out, it should still be fine to get some more opportunities this half.
Quinn Connell is back in. Lopez checks out. I'm sure that's not the end of his night, though. 24 minutes and change left. Throwing now for Golden. They're going to try to attack up the far side of the pitch once more. 1-3, though. Great job there from the Steamboat Sailors. Worked up by Castor. Kept it low, hard, and out of the wind. Sent it upfield. A slide from Bowman. He missed the ball. Another slide. This one connects. That was all ball there from Kosick. Nice job. And then it turns into a throw-in for Steamboat. Nice effort here from your Sailors. And they're going to try and get some offensive zone time. 24 minutes on the clock. Little chip ball there from Kosick. Now he goes for the through. It's behind Bowman. There's Barry. Comes out to Quezada. He chips it back up into the wind. And it bounces in the 18.
And nutmegged himself.
Now Omi's up. He challenges. High kick there. That's going to be called.
Yeah,
foul, free kick.
Should be, too.
And now Burskins gets a thigh on that ball. Good job. And there's Dolan, challenged by Dalen Floor.
Dolan and Dalen.
Yeah.
Dangling.
Dangerously. And it's going to be taken by Golden here with 23.5 to go. Ball is worked upfield, and I think that's going to cross the sideline.
Throw in for Golden.
That's deep in their territory, though, offensively. Steamboat on their own half, but a quick toss from the Demon squad. They try to set up, and it'll be worked upfield. Nice job.
Good
and now
aggressive
Kosins tries to get back, makes a play with this ball, gets free of 2 players, and eventually works it up, and there's Bowman. Murphy Bowman goes shoulder to shoulder, loses that battle, worked up by Golden the other way, and the man dances and eventually turns into a foul and a free kick, and now they're going to call that one. The man rolls around and earns another yellow card.
I don't see how that's a yellow card.
Terrible.
Not a yellow card. Hopefully Nick can maintain his composure.
That was bad. That was just, that was a foul. That was not a yellow card. The guy just stayed on the ground and rolled around. That is extremely frustrating. Sam Brown's checking back into the game as Kosick has to make his way to the sideline.
Doing what they can to help the outcome.
This is a dangerous spot, especially with the wind. Again, it's something that we've got to watch out for as the Sailors. You can't be fouling too often. We saw what happened with Will's goal. The only one so far of the game. But look at these flags. They're almost bent at a 45-degree angle right now. Looks to be a 3-man wall for your Sailors.
These guys are well schooled on the flop.
They are. And
I think if you roll around a little more, the chances are you get a yellow.
Chance on goal. Oh, and that one went just wide. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Another corner for Golden.
They're really good referees, too. I don't know if you noticed that. They're making a lot of calls. Here comes the Golden Demons with the corner from the far sideline. 22.5 to go in this second half of play. Fresh troops coming off for the Demons squad.
You'd like to say to stay aggressive, but the aggressive play right now is being not just given fouls, it's being given yellows, which we can't afford too many more of those in this half.
This ball is bent around, and that goes off the top of the goal frame, so it stays out and turns into a goal kick, but that was dangerous. And the wind again causing havoc right now here at Knock. Cruz Erickson
get this to the other side.
Resets it on his 6. Kind of bouncing around right now.
Wow.
And just completely stopped. There's Barry headering it forward. And now Dalen Floor fighting for it as well. And there is Quinn Connell. Works it upfield.
Oh, that's a great feed. Great feed. Didn't quite work out, but it was only a step away from being an awesome chance for Murphy there.
And now, loose ball. Kicked up and worked right back to the
Wow, it actually came backwards. That ball is coming back towards the guy that passed it. That's a strong wind up there.
Bounces around.
About a 3. That's about a 3-iron that turned in, or a 9-iron that turned into a. Never mind.
A loft wedge, real quick. I knew where you're going.
3-iron that turned into a 9-iron.
And it's taken now. Worked up the other way, and you see it again, except in the other direction. Settled by Erickson, and he's going to force his man to come before he picks it up. That was Garfias who came up there.
Garfias showed that lightning speed to go get up in Cruz's face.
Now Steamboat, though, knows they've got to keep these balls low to the ground, try to at least nullify the wind as much as they can.
Ooh, that was a very dangerous pass back.
How is that not a foul? No ball on that. Omi just taken down. Oh, by the way, nothing on Chassa that states anything about the accumulation of yellow cards, but it does not mean that it's not there.
Okay.
From Casey himself.
Yeah. I thought that was a rule at one point. It may not be anymore.
Now another chance for Golden.
I don't think we can get Bart Konofsky down here from Steamboat to actually call this game right. Not enough time to get him down here at this point in the game.
Should have called him a little earlier.
Here we go with an opportunity. Oh,
and Barry just overstepped. I think that was a good little defensive play from Gomez. He kicks it out of bounds. Throwing Steamboat. But before that, we've got Kosick checking right back into the game.
Kosick coming in after doing his penance.
Quezada is out. Under 20 minutes to go here in this one from Arvada. Off the head there of a Golden player. Chance for Barry, and he wanted to do that relatively quickly, but now just tosses it upfield. Looking for Quinn Connell. Stretches, gets taken down. Again, no call, worked upfield. And it'll be taken here by Jake Barry.
Coming back to help. Excellent.
And then he's taken down.
Typically what they do when they get the ball taken, they go ahead and try to foul right after, as if, how dare you take the ball from me.
And he's going to get a yellow.
That wasn't really a painful foul. It was just poor sportsmanship.
That's Chris Scholl, who will be hitting the weight room and doing a few more push-ups and sit-ups. 19-19 left here. And I mean, warranted. And I know it, with you, it always turns into something with the officials. But this one just seems to be going kind of wonky, because every time they're just kicking at the heels, like you said, maybe in an effort to avenge themselves of losing the ball. Yep. Throwing far sideline off the ensuing goal, or the free kick that didn't turn into anything. And the ball now worked in, and here's Barry, jumps around a Mano, and the ball.
Just about. What a great try.
My goodness.
Great run.
I bet that one is getting the wind. He chipped it up enough, and it just stopped it. If that was on our turf, that turns into a great opportunity for Jake Barry all alone.
And the ball boys, it doesn't look like Golden's produced any inordinate number of ball boys to make sure the ball gets back in play, and the clock just winds down. Obviously, I don't think our team is going to hurry too much.
18.5 minutes left. I believe it's a goal kick coming up here for Erickson. Coop, what do you think? It's all the officials, right? Nods his head. And a quick restart from Erickson, again keeping it low, again his defensive man, worked upfield, now kicked upfield by Connell on a second effort. There's Bowman fighting for it, and he gets behind a defender. Murphy Bowman with a little bit of a lane, he has to cut back on the ball. Stops, serves it in, he's got Kosick, tried to heel play, and maybe a little bit too fancy there in that part of the field, and it looked as though that man was perhaps offsides, but Omi's going to be challenged.
Great defense by Omi.
Great job, but he can't clear. Intercepted by Golden, worked upfield, and there's Will Burskins
taking it out. Charlie, you'd be proud. Charlie's watching back in Boston. Brother doing a great job there.
But it's Dolan as the offense is relentless here. It's to the near side. Garfias is there for Golden. He's going to try and open up a lane going against Barry, but great defense from Jake Barry, and it's a goal kick coming up. Great job from Jake Barry. 17.5 to go now in this second half of play.
75% done with this game. Steamboat's holding a 1-0 lead.
Will Burskins with a goal in half number one on a free kick from his own half. Erickson goes up with this one. He got a boot on that. Nice job from Cruz. And now Brown gets taken down by Gomez. And the ball comes free. Barry is just going to watch on as Erickson's out to play it and gobbles it up. No rebound with Garfias right there in the vicinity. Erickson again surveys his options upfield. Goes with a big ball. That's a big kick. Unbelievable kick there. And Bowman's in behind. He's trying to get to the 18 and chase this loose ball down. And eventually it goes off of a defender, I believe.
He pushed it that far into the wind.
That was unbelievable. He got some English on that, some top spin in tennis terms. I play tennis too. I don't know if you knew that. And
I do it in billiards.
Here comes the throw-in for Steamboat deep in the offensive half, but that's going to be curtailed by some defense from Golden. Now Brown sends it on the ground, finds Cole Puckett, upfield, nice pass from Puckett. He's going to find Kosick. Kosick tries to go with a through ball, and Bowman was right there, forcing that Golden team to clear it out of the danger area, and we've got a throw-in, but before that we've got some fresh legs.
Yeah, so now they're letting people we got Peter Dorr coming in for some time.
I was wondering who that was. Peter Dorr.
He's a sophomore with the Steamboat Mountain School. He gets to play with the high school and played for Evergreen last year and actually was on their playoff team as a freshman. So he's been playing for our JV team this year.
It's going to be worked now by Golden. Sent upfield, chipped through, intercepted. Nice jump on the ball there. I believe that was Kosick. With that flow, it must be. It's going to be headed around the top of the 18. Eventually worked out by Golden. And here come the Demons. They're going to try and push numbers up. They've got the wind at their back. And it's a through ball intercepted beautifully by Puckett. He's got help there as well from Burskins. Comes back to Puckett, works it upfield again. And there's Golden just warding off a defender there. Kevin Castor, though, able to just body his man off. And a shot now coming in. That's going to be well wide of the goal frame and turn into a goal kick for Cruz Erickson. 15 minutes to go.
They're really peppering our defense, and our defense is doing a good job of getting it back out. But a little disconnected there between midfield and defense to have enough guys to receive that ball, but worked out okay.
Now they're turning Dorr into a attacker in the midfield.
Dor's still up front. Dor's still up on the forward slot.
I'm trying to say he's the mid-attacker. Sorry.
That's what. Yep.
Scrambling my words just like I do my eggs in the morning.
After full season, we're almost on the same page.
We're almost there. We'll be set for girls soccer. Taken now. This is Weir. He's going to just be swarmed by a plethora of red jerseys, and it goes by Steamboat. They tackle it. Weir with a chance, and some good stretching there from Bowman, who's been moved back into that stopper mid position. There's Dorr, leaves off for Barry, has to stretch, taken back by Golden.
And a little bit of a nutmeg by 15. After a successful set of push-ups, he's back out there making some nice passes.
He got his 50 in, now work to Garfius, and he's going to chase this loose ball down before the end line. Poked away from him, though, by Jake Barry, and a goal kick.
Yep, he kicked it off of his head. Now, nobody with their goggles on their head agrees with that, but that's what these professional refs have decided to call.
And so we have Gabriel Davis checking in off his Cole Puckett. 13:56 to go in the second half of play. 1-0 score. Your Sailors are on top. And some littering on the field unintentionally. It's really the wind's fault. Kick upfield. Golden settles with the left leg.
Quinn almost got there. And now Nick's through. We'll see.
Connell trying to turn the corner. Slides it, gets it up. Gets it to Kosick. Touches in the middle of the field. He slides
it, still
and
going.
Gets it back. And Kosick.
Here we go with a chance. Pete Dorr's in the vicinity, but
there's that wind. Now challenges Barry's there.
Jake Barry's really having a great game. Probably one of his best games of the year. And now 11 is fully focused on Barry, obstructing his ability to get forward. And again, the refs don't care about that when it's from the guys in white.
And it's worked up as Barry will take back just in front of that Golden bench. Upfield with that play. Taken right back by the Demons. And now Bowman with a nice little tackle of his own. He switches the pitch. That's a beautiful play. He was looking for Kosick. Oh, a little too far for him. Now the Sailors, though, they're getting a few more balls upfield. I like to see them pressing.
They're controlling the midfield a little more than they started the half with. So they're getting more chances to push the ball upfield. And they're using their athleticism, and these guys are staying aggressive. So everybody back home needs to know that. Our guys are not taking this for granted. They're not going back on D exclusively. They're trying to win this game with offense.
And Golden serves it in. There's a great play again from Burskins. Headed the outside from Golden, far side of the pitch. And a sliding effort there again from Steamboat. And then another sliding effort. Bodies collide and go down, and eventually Cruz Erickson picks it up. That's Bowman over there. And another player
has come back to wreak havoc in the midfield and playing some defense, which I think is a good call. You want that whirling dervish back there where the action is.
Oh, and almost a dangerous ball there. Now Sam Brown, though, helps out his keeper as Erickson lost that one. Now it's going to go, and Erickson will stop it, and he's not going to go to pick it up. He's going to make one of these Golden boys come in, and eventually will scoop it up. 11:48 to go here in this second half of play. 1-0 the score. Your Sailors are on top and right to left on the radio dial. I want to thank Steamboat Dental Center, Mountain View Car Wash, and Russell's Auto Salon, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics, as well as Steamboat Ace Hardware, UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, and Chris Puckett, who's to my left each and every game, and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals.
Wow, look at that curve with the wind. Big slice.
Garfius picks it up. And he tries to work it up the middle of the field here. Golden attacking now, tried to find the right wing. Great job again from Jake Barry. He intercepts and works it right back towards that midfield line. There is Peter Dorr trying to challenge. Ball worked up though by Golden. They've got some openings here. They're forced back again by Steamboat, and Will Burskins swung at that one, and I believe it actually went off of Will's foot, and they say it did. And so a corner kick coming up here for Golden. Under 11 minutes to go in this tilt.
Yeah, Peter trying to get, he should contain. He ran right by the defense as they went to pass that back up to their offense. But
Corner kick coming up. This is always a dangerous one, but it stays low. That actually helped the Sailors out a little bit. It does bounce back to a Golden team, and they try and work it upfield, and a big booming kick goes up and actually stays forward, moving at least.
Yeah.
Or it looked like it. It may have curled off a little bit with the wind. 10:25 left now. Toss comes in. Challenge for those Burskins, and eventually goes across the end line in totality, and that turns into a goal kick.
It was all of it.
All of it went over. We were at 93%, 94%. That was an interesting event, I'm telling you. On the pitch, it got cold.
Yeah, and I also saw some pictures from that thing where the leaves, the shadows from the leaves looked like snowflakes or something on the sidewalk.
It was wild. Big booming kick there. Nice job. I think that was that Bowman? Indeed it was, who was stepping in for the goal kick there in lieu of Erickson. Now it's Castor working it outside to Kosick at the midfield line. Kosick back to Castor, and he goes up that right wing. Nick Kosick just didn't quite have the legs on it for the return feed. Cleared out, though, by Golden. They'd had enough of that attack from Steamboat. Turns into a Sailors throw-in on the far side of the pitch.
Within the last 10 minutes here, this is really getting exciting.
Alejo Quezada's checking in as Dorr has done his duty and will check out of the game here.
Nice for Dorr. He was the one that had to wait for his transfer period to be over from Evergreen, but spent the whole season at JV like a good sport, did a good job for him, but great to see him get some time in a playoff game with varsity.
Worked up. This is a big booming kick, and that should, even on the hop, turn into a play for Erickson. He had to reach out for that one, but is able to gobble it up. Under 9 to go now. 1-0 score. Erickson is going to try and punt this one away. Gets enough on it to at least send it towards the midfield line. Headed onwards there by Davis, and Davis then bodied off. 50-50 ball still challenged for. Turns into a throw-in for Golden, but whistle blows because we've got a substitution on the near side. That'll have to restart. Josh Collin is coming back into this game, and out goes Ethan Toon.
This is going really well. Having the 1-0 lead on a great shot from Will Burskins early in the first half, and playing good, stout defense and staying aggressive on offense, too, to keep this lead.
Now this one turns into another corner kick. Far side of the pitch. One thing is they're kicking it kind of into the wind. It knocks that ball down a little.
We've had a lot of practice here tonight on these. It's
8 minutes left.
Somewhere in the double digits on corner kicks given.
This one's a high ball. Holy moly. It goes near side. Bicycle kick attempt. Bouncing free. It's in the 18 dangerously. Shot comes over the goal frame. Holy moly.
Barely missed the goal.
Another corner coming up, though. And now the Eagle faithful, or the Golden faithful, sorry.
Golden Eagle?
The Golden Eagle.
All these people with their goggles on their head got really excited there. We got nervous.
Another service into the wind, bouncing around in the 18. Another one put up and high, punched out by Erickson, and a diving header is kept in play. Nice job from
potentially a counter punch from Nick here coming up. Oh, almost. If he could have gotten his foot on that, he'd have been one-on-one with the goalie.
Now worked up by Golden. Good challenge. Man goes down for Steamboat, but he hops right back up. And there's Brown now, who gets taken to the turf. And a high ball is going to end up in the 18. Bounces around, bands behind. And Erickson's there, still free, cleared out. And it's back towards the goal, but it stays away, and it's a goal kick here for Steamboat.
I got to say,
that was a PK.
That looked like a PK to me. We got away with one there. So I'd say if any feelings I had on the refs, maybe calling it from the other side was all even now. So
no.
I apologize to the...
Are they saying... No. I was saying corrected. That was an offside play, perhaps? Why are they stopping?
I don't know if it was offside.
Why are they stopping the clock? 6.5 to go.
It looked like Will Burskins knew that if he didn't take that guy out, he was going to score. He took him out to take his chances with a penalty kick. And that was just a percentage game Will was playing. And it turned out that it didn't get called. So, hey.
We'll take it. I figured it out, by the way. They're not making fun of us. They just knew the wind was going to come, so they didn't want anything in their eyes.
They all have contacts. They want to keep it from drying out.
That's why they brought the goggles. Worked up the left wing by Steamboat. Quezada's in pursuit. He's at least going to force Weir to the outside. Weir turns the corner, fires it upfield himself, and he finds his man. Heel kick there, and a race to this ball. Erickson's there first, and he finds Castor. Gets away. He just got kicked. That passer just got kicked in the midsection.
The refs really aren't calling anything right now, and they didn't call anything on us, and now they're not calling on them.
And Quezada to the outside to Jake Berry. Back to Quezada. Slides and gets a touch on the ball. Now Weir again. Sends it upfield. And there is Quinn Connell challenging.
Quinn likes to get in there in the mix. I'm sure he's like, hey, these guys are roughing it up. Let me in there. Let me at it.
He's got to be careful, though. He's got the 1 yellow. 5.5 to go here in the second half of play. A 1-0 score. Steamboat is on top. Weir's going to try for the long ball, and especially with the wind, he's going to be able to put this thing back post. And there it is. I mean, it's into the 18. Headed away. Bouncing free. Still in the 18. And eventually it's hopped up. And a shot again directed towards the Steamboat goal, but it eventually turns into a possession for Steamboat. And there's Erickson. He'll pick that one up and kill off some precious seconds.
Looks like we got maybe a potential yellow on against Golden. Definitely knocked into Erickson after he picked it up. A little elbow in the back of our goalie. Probably wasn't quite a misdemeanor assault, as I like to say, but it was causing him to come off.
So here we are with under 5 to go. Why are they stopping it for everything? If that's just a foul?
No, they're not supposed to just call stop the clock for fouls, I don't think.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Except there was a yellow card. So
it was a yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to come off.
I did not see the yellow, so that's
we're all
supposed to stop.
We're all even on yellows now. But unfortunately, we haven't run any time off the clock with that yellow.
Arias is in. Sam Brown is out here for Steamboat. 5 minutes left, under 5 minutes, 4:53 in fact, on the clock here in this tilt.
Here we are. It's just some air balls here. Here we go with a chance to keep that in our zone. Good job from Brian getting the pass up to Quinn Connell. Now he's got some help back if he wants to use Jake. I think he knew about it.
He gets away from Garfias for a moment. Take it back by Garfias. There's Jake Berry.
That was a good opportunity if they were ready for it. And the goalie's able to take that ball to Schul.
Cooper Davis working the camera for us here in half number 2. And now it's going to be pushed up by Brian Arias.
Good playing here, getting the ball out of our zone, but all it takes is to put one up in the wind to get it to go that way.
Now Jake Berry clears it to the near side. Substitution being made from Golden.
Under 4 minutes.
In comes Gomez. Casey's always the teacher. He was telling me that they stopped the clock on yellows. I knew that part. I just didn't see the yellow. I thought it was just a foul. Dangerous play. Headed out again. Steamboat right now is just hanging on by the skin of their teeth. 3:40 to go, and another corner kick for this Golden Demons team. 1-0 to score.
And they are hustling to get that ball so they can take another chance here.
And here comes a service. It's dangerously bouncing off the crossbar, stays out, and a goal kick for Cruz Erickson. That is just nerve-wracking.
Take that all day long if they don't even want to put it in play. That's great.
Oh, man, but it always looks like it's coming back to holy cow.
Well, the more practice they get with this win, the better they're going to get at that.
Bowman will set it up and will kick this one away for Steamboat. And he gets a big booming kick. Nice job. Gets it up to the midfield line. Weir heads it back the other way. And then it's Quezada. Forward again. And Eagle. I keep saying Eagle. It's Golden. Oh, a jumping man. Quezada. Gomez. But here's Steamboat with possession. Work to the outside. There's Berry. He finds Quezada. Alejo Quezada. Up great over Arias. And Arias will just take this one in deep with 2:41 to play. And it went off of Golden there. That'll turn into a Steamboat throw. Beautiful.
Great job, Brian.
Great effort from Brian Arias. 2.5 minutes left here in the game. And now another stopped clock. Why is this clock stopping all the time?
There may be something. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think he's asking the players to start to hurry up and not waste time when they've got to throw in. It's hard to say, but he did ask for clock stoppage. We're down to 2.5 minutes.
That's all part of it, is it not? 2:28 to go.
I think that was just a teaching moment.
Throw in from Berry goes off of a player out of bounds. Another toss coming in for Steamboat as Golden tries to throw it over there quickly. And it will be a toss for the Sailors. It'll be Bowman to take it. Gets it to Arias. Back to Bowman. Bowman dispossessed. There, another throw in. This one just about that a foot or two off. Arias to take it. What do we got here? Why is this turn in? It's going to be another throw. This time for Weir. 2 minutes on the clock. Hops over the head there. Wow, what a players. And then Burskins gets a head on it eventually. Gomez challenging for it. He takes a high kick at it. And there's Barry in. It's to the middle of the pitch once more. And now it's going to be fought for. Taken back by Golden, and then Steamboat dispossesses, works it out of bounds. We've got 98 seconds left in the game. 1-0, Sailors are on top in this one. And a service comes into the 18, and it's headed out beautifully there. With that great job from Omi, who has been a senior leader and an anchor on the back line for your Sailors. 1:20 left.
No fear from Omi on that one.
Challenge for is Garfias, chases it down. He's looking to get away from a number of Sailors players, and he says that they did. And so now a long ball attempt. They can't waste any time. And we've got 60 seconds left in the game here. And a handball that's not called. Work to the middle of the pitch again, and it's sent high. And there's Erickson. He's just going to wait because it's across the end line.
54 seconds and counting.
Here is Cruz Erickson.
He's asking for time to be stopped, which you don't see very often. These guys are doing everything they can to give Golden a chance here.
Unbelievable, but Erickson's going to get this one. It's not anyone's fault. There was a goal kick. I mean, it wasn't like there was a ball in the vicinity there.
Nobody's trying to waste any time, but the refs are making sure no time is wasted.
Here's Bowman again, pretty much 51 seconds left. And it'll be kicked away from Bowman. Big great service.
Great service to Danny Lopez.
Lopez is going to chase it down, but can't quite get there.
That would have been great if he could have kept it in bounds and got that down into the corner.
Now it'll be worked upfield by Golden, intercepted and kicked out by Steamboat. I half expected him to stop the clock. 30 seconds left here. First round of the playoffs. And here's Steamboat again, content to kick it out. That was Davis this time. Another throw in for Steamboat, or for Golden, pardon. 22 seconds on the clock. Toss comes, it's from deep. It bounces around. It's in the 18. And there's Steamboat to take it. He just got punched in the back. How is that not a foul? And now Steamboat's there. They work it out. 10 seconds on the clock. And there's Arias. He dispossesses. And Brian Arias is going to
push from behind from the push-up guy.
It matters not. That's the horn, and your game is over. Your Sailors are headed to the second round.
For everybody who wanted to go deeper into the playoffs and that was their goal, the goal still lives on. This is great. Everybody at Dude and Dan's, your players really represented you.
And that is it. The Steamboat Sailors will be playing again on Tuesday. I'm assuming back here in the Front Range. I don't know what the bracket looks like off the top of my head. But what an absolutely great effort from your Steamboat Sailors. They come out and beat Golden 1-0.
What a game. And this season lives on for your Sailors. If Longmont beats Lakewood, I think we got a home game next week.
And so the Sailors celebrate. They're all excited. They're going to go through the handshake line. But Steamboat is on to the second round.
What a wonderful game for these guys. They this is how they played in their best games this year and had their best results when they do it that way.
Will Burskins, man, came in
scoring from
we talked about it with Brian in that pregame interview, but he had the games to knock the rust off, and look at what he's able to accomplish here. And he can't even just say the goal. He was playing big on the back end as well. Unbelievable effort here from Steamboat. They take the victory, and they will be back in action on Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Steamboat Sailors Boys Soccer right here on your Sailor Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9.
This team's believing.
They are starting to believe in themselves. 2 great games in a row. I want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Steamboat Dental Center, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Steamboat Ace Hardware, UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, Chris Puckett at the Downtown Edward Jones office, and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. We'll see you on Tuesday right here on KTYV 99 Sports on FM, also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Yes. That was awesome.
Great game, huh? Okay, that's good.
Flash on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
This is Skip Beardo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailors soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's.
Let's go, Sailors! Hi, I'm Stu Whitson, president of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall's upon us this time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. The Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor soccer squad. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, slide tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC, an equal housing lender.